Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's a Sunday episode.
We're gonna speed talk our way through this. Can we?
Yo, DJ, spin that shit.
Can we find a number?
Two Dolts, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a Bush Light, especially, even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two Dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
I don't know why it skips. I don't care.
Yeah,
Ladies
you need to care.
Show.
You need to do something about that.
This week, Band-Aids cause cancer. Gross people think that showering removes pheromones. Home Alone house is for sale. And a foodie with no hands. This is the topics that we have to discuss.
And
we're going to rant for no fucking reason.
That is all we have this week. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Fuck off.
And
goodbye.
This has been the best podcast of all time.
That would be the fucking greatest episode ever. 42 seconds. Bang. It'd be so cool if we were able to rehearse it enough where you could talk fast without slurring, and I would have a quick rebuttal for everything, and then we just went dark. It was over.
We should record one and speed it up at like 700% for no fucking reason.
I would love to have a script that I could read off of with my contacts in. I can't see anything real close. I'd be so fucking
just fucking we were talking. Miles was over today. We watched the Bills game. Bills win. Big deal. And they were talking about.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Sure, please.
I can. Okay.
You can go ahead, please.
I have two questions. One is the Lions' decision with 12 minutes to go. I'm talking now. I'm talking. Let me talk for once. Okay. The Lions' decision with 12 minutes to go, down 10 in the fourth. Why? Why the onside kick? That made zero sense. Am I right?
So Dan Campbell,
I'm right here.
Is
correct?
You're 100% right, but he's a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of guy.
But why?
Yeah, I think that's going to end up
not that. That was
costing them.
That cost them the game.
I agree.
Just so you know this.
Yeah,
that cost them the game. Due to the margin of victory at the end. And I made this I talked to Brian Bliss on my Facebook post.
2020 revisionist
there's
history
no Bill, there's no other player in the Bills that's making that play. Hollins has an absolute giant wingspan. He's got very good hands. He's the only one that's able to, and if you watch the replay, dude, it was fingertips.
He tipped it to himself. Yeah.
And he was able to
yeah.
And not tip it away from him, but just touched it enough so the ball floated and it fell back into him. There's no other player on the Bills that is making that play. I'm sorry.
No, that dude is a specimen.
And then,
he does not wear shoes. He does not use utensils to eat.
He's a
weird fucking
guy. Okay, so the second thing I have is how much Bills fans, and don't fucking be like, we had it all the way. Don't fucking get on your high horse. But how much did your asshole pucker after they scored to go down 6 on that onside kick when there was that mad pile and nobody could figure out what was happening?
Dude, I was having a panic attack at halftime, and it looked like it was in the bag.
That game was never in the bag.
No, but at halftime looked like it was a pretty substantial deficit, given the fact that the Lions had punted a few times and the Bills hadn't. At halftime, Miles was like, I thought this was going to be a better game. I'm like, just wait. Just give it a minute.
Game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
So
both defenses are decimated by injuries.
I have another question after you get done talking here.
Josh Allen is basically Jesus. And I'll answer any of the questions you have. Right now, Daryl, we're just trying to get better every day. Take it a game by game. That's just the way it is. Question. Go ahead, Daryl. Sorry.
You alluded. I did. I was on two different fucking train tracks here. You just alluded to this about the Bills' defense And I mean, the Lions defense got gashed. The Lions could not run the ball today, and that's what was going to be their bread and butter today. And the Bills defense is gashed with injury. Look, their two starting safeties, fucking heart attack Hamlin and who's the other fucking guy?
Rap.
We're out.
Yep.
So I mean, they throw in fucking Elam and I forgot whoever was in there.
The fact that Elam is starting,
yes,
at corner because Rasul Douglas was out as well.
Yeah,
from the Packers, by the way. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Second round pick. Yeah, both defenses are fucked.
So how do you
Bills have short-term injuries? Lions are fucked for the whole season.
The next
with Hutch being out, which is probably, I would say, top 5 DNs in the league.
What's a DN?
Defensive end.
Did you say DN or D-end?
D-end.
Okay, you didn't really enunciate that very well, so I wasn't sure.
No, D-end is if you're walking through the hood and you step on a black guy's shoes.
It is D-end. It is D-end for you.
Yeah. Nice. This stepped on my shoe.
So you have this situation right now with the Bills. They've scored 90 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
They've given up 90 points in 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Chiefs. So the Chiefs, Rams, and Lions. I said the Bills need probably 2 of those. One shouldn't be too bad. Now they have Patriots, Jets, Patriots. Should walk through those. Everybody at the bar is like, nah. The Bills will find a way to fuck up one of those games.
Jets are starting to like. Devontae Adams had a fucking day, dude. Devontae had a fucking day.
So
hold on. Yeah. You froze or I froze? Somebody froze.
Of Rams in line. Cable shouldn't matter,
okay.
Right? Oops, I got a connection is restarting. So it's me.
Yeah, I think it's you this time. Thank God it's on me.
Yeah, I think it was. It showed up on my side. But
she's TikToking.
Oh, probably. She's supposed to be in bed.
Are you plugged in? Are
finishing
you Ethernet in?
I never unplugged that. Okay. I'm hard lined in.
It's fine.
But with that finishing schedule, it's like that is favorable for the Bills.
Kind of a cakewalk, you would think.
You should end up. They honestly should end up 14-3, which I
picked them as a 10 or 11 win team this year. I was completely incorrect.
I wanted to take prior to the season. I wanted it to be under on win total, but I also decided that I should never bet 4.
What was it though? It was at 11.
Fuck you. 10.5 was the line.
Yeah. Okay. So
11.
I mean, I would have taken under. Yeah, I would have taken under. Yeah, I would have.
They've somehow put it together. They're probably going to end up 14-3. Worst case scenario, they're finishing 13-4, which is going to be good for what? I got hurt. Allegedly,
he got rolled up on
today. Yep. I didn't see it.
Yeah, he got rolled up on.
I saw some people saying he was faking an injury, and I'm like, it didn't look good. But yeah, he fucked up his ankle in one game, and he came right back. But
yeah, you don't realize
is that the same foot he's had problems with though, or a different one?
No, I don't think it's a lingering injury or anything like that. I just think that he got rolled up on, and it just is what it is. But also, if you're Mahomes, it's not like if you're fucking Lamar Jackson and have a bum leg. You know what I mean? Like
he can kill you. He just needs to be somewhat mobile.
Yeah, you just need to get him the ball and he can throw it. It's interesting because there's going to be a team like there is every fucking year where let's say the Lions, for example, which I want the Lions to succeed. For some reason, Barry Sanders, Brett Perryman, Herman Moore,
Calvin
like
Johnson.
Reggie Ball. Like I love the history of the Lions. When I was at the Bills Broncos game, when the Bills went to the Super Bowl, and I wanted my aunt to take me right back home so I could watch the Lions Redskins to see who was going to go to the Super Bowl, because I wanted Bills Detroit.
Yeah.
I wanted that, and obviously Washington just beat the brakes off them, and then Washington fucking held Andre Reed the entire fucking game. So what are you going to do? But dude, that game is egregious. If you go and look at like pass interference now to pass interference then,
oh yeah,
you could literally be jacking somebody off as they try to catch a ball, and it's not pass interference in 1993 or 92.
Well, the
now
rules have changed. I mean, you can't touch guys.
It's fucking gross.
You remember Steve Atwater coming across, or Ronnie Lott back in the day? You're just going to get fucking destroyed, dude.
Atwater was the Scott Stevens of the NFL.
Yeah.
Zero regard for his own body, and he's going to kill you. He's going to kill you.
I don't care if you catch the ball. You ain't holding on to it long enough to get to the ground. He is going to separate
if you catch it
either
and hold on to
you from the ball or your head from your body.
If you hold on to it, you're also going to be shitting blood for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, just any of those guys coming across.
John Lynch. Dawkins was a motherfucker. But there's going to be some team that has a very, very high record. It could be Bills, could be Chiefs. Chiefs are cutting their teeth right now on really close games. Chiefs beat Cleveland by 14 today.
It wasn't that much. I mean, they easily could have ran away with that, but they find a way to,
But the
41
Chiefs know
41
how to win close games.
Yeah, they do, and that's what they've been doing all year, and everybody's giving them shit for it. But I'm like, they can win those games. There's other teams that just can't.
Yes,
and McDermott.
And I would say the Bills are one of those teams.
Yeah, what is McDermott doing? What was that call before halftime? That was one of the worst play calls I've ever seen. Why are you doing that? You have fucking Superman.
Why not just toss it deep? See what happens.
Yes. Why are you throwing a fucking 8-yard route that's going to get tackled instantly? Why are you not deciding to play that? I really just goes to the end zone, throw a Hail Mary.
Or going back to what we were just talking about, with all the nitpicky fucking things for pass interference.
Yeah.
Why not throw something in a compromising route where you hope that someone just does one of these guys and you get a spot foul, or you get another 5 yards and just try to kick a 61-yard field goal. Bass misses 24-yard field goals.
Yeah, but he can bang 60-yarders.
Sure, he's got the leg for it. Just try it. Some team that has a shitload of wins is going to get murked in the first round of the playoffs.
We talked about this the other day at work. I'm like, all right, so we were running through it, and at the time I had it all in my head. Who's the division winners and everything? And I said, and then you got to go to, first seed. It was 7 teams make it out of each side, right? Yeah.
It might be 8.
So you're going to have, so whatever that is. And then you got the 2 or 3 wild card spots.
How many teams make it to the NFL playoffs per division?
No, it's only 1. That's not right. That's not the right question to ask. It's not per division, per conference.
7. The NFL allocates 7 teams to each conference. Yeah. So she did it right.
So there's number 1 seed gets a bye, and then it's 3 wild cards. Number 1 seed gets a bye.
Yeah.
2, 3, and 4 division winners, depending on record. And then the 3 next best teams get in as wild cards, right? So there's 3 wild card teams.
Yeah.
You're going to see a 12 or 13 win team. It is a wild card, and you don't want to play them in the first round. Pittsburgh's going to make some noise. The Packers are going to make noise. There's some weird teams in there that are just going to fuck your shit up. This is going to be a weird year for playoffs, dude. And everybody's like, okay, it's the Bills and Lions Super Bowl preview. You can throw the fucking Eagles in there. Okay, that's great because it's all the teams with the Chiefs. Those are the big four because they got the best records. I would like to lay money that one of those four teams does not win the Super Bowl.
I agree.
Something weird is going to happen because there's going to be some very good second place teams in a division that get in that are going to create mayhem for someone.
Well, who the fuck wants to play Houston? Like
everybody now, they're starting on a downslide.
They beat the shit out of the Dolphins today.
Did they beat the shit? It was close last I looked.
It was like 20-6 or something like that. Yeah, it was a double-digit score. Pittsburgh, I'd be afraid of. I hope that I'll tell you one thing,
and I've said this.
Go ahead.
Go on.
No, okay. I hope the Chiefs have to play Pittsburgh because I think the Chiefs aren't built to play the way that Pittsburgh plays. Even if the Chiefs win, which they probably will, they're going to get the shit kicked out of them.
So Houston won 20-12. I'm going to say that, and I've said this. You want to know who the Bills do not want to face in that first round? Is the Steelers. It is a bad matchup.
I'm afraid of the Steelers. Yeah.
Bad match. I don't know. Home field. Oh, we got to come to Buffalo. So, same weather is
it's a lateral move. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's lateral.
But that is a team that does match up well with the Bills at all. I mean, you give me the top four teams.
Take your hater hat off.
I'm going to pick one of the other teams to win a Super Bowl this year.
You have this weird disdain for the Bills, which I think, to me, as your best friend, it blinds you a little bit. Oh, you have other best friends? You have other people that you text all day at 3 a.m?
No.
All right. Yeah, I'm it. Okay. I'm him. Okay. So whether you like
just
it or
walk
not,
around flexing, I'm him. Yeah. You're just gonna get a shirt. I'm him. What does that refer to? My best friend was talking shit, so I just want to let him know I'm him.
He texts me at 3 a.m. Yeah. No, I think if you take your blinders off for how much you hate the Bills, I do think that there's probable cause that they're going to do well. Here's the thing that scares me about the Bills, because you know me, I'm pretty logical in the way that I look at football. I don't wear like hero sunglasses. Like I don't fucking watch a game and go.
That's why I have to give you.
I'm objective, one would say. It scares me a lot that if you go to market and say that we're a bend but don't break defense, but you're bending and breaking over a 3-game stretch, that scares me a little bit. Maybe bringing Milano back affected the way the defense was playing. Because if you look over the last few games where Milano's been back in, they're not playing as good as they were playing before without Milano. Lakers take a break from LeBron because he's going to go to jail because all the Diddy shit. And all of a sudden the Lakers win a few games. You know, like...
What a great segue. I wish it was true. And let's just go back to the Bills blinders thing.
Yeah.
I shit on the Bills. I shit on the Bills mafia because I think they're the dumbest fan base in America. Bills fans actually have a semblance of being knowledgeable in understanding the game.
Sure.
Tonight I was at Main and Hamlin watching a game with my hockey buddies after the game and our game. And I'm just listening to the women and uninformed dudes screaming for phantom flags just because they didn't make a play. I'm like, so I'm sitting here in my Packers hoodie. Guy I work with wearing his Lions shit. His wife's wearing his Lions shit. People are barking at him and they're just leaving me alone. But meanwhile, when the Lions are scoring, I'm clapping. End of day. I will say this, and I will admit to saying this and everything. The Bills have a very good football team. They have Josh Allen. That shot Allen took today, he deserved. He deserves about 4 of those a game for the way he plays on the edge. I did see him slide a couple times today.
Yeah, it does make,
which is good. You got a first down. You got 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. You're still running. What more do you need at this point? What is 2 more yards going to do? Get down, dude. And everybody's
here's the fucked up part about that rule.
Down.
The rule is when you start to initiate the slide.
Yeah.
I wish they would change it a little bit because, okay, so let's say you're sliding in the third. You initiate the slide 2 yards, 3 yards.
Apples and oranges, bro. Yeah.
Before it, right? So I think you're looking periphery. You know where the marker is. You know you need to get to. You know that your body weight and your energy and the inertia is going to take you over where you're going to be when you start to slide. But when you start to slide is where they should fucking flag it. So over the years, he's taken a lot of unnecessary hits. And even Kyle today texted me. He's like, why are they running Allen? They're up 14 points or something like that. Yeah. And they're running like these weird sweeps with Allen.
Bootlegs, yeah.
Yeah, just don't do that. Because sooner or later, some guy is going to come in, as defensive backs have been told to do because concussions are bad now because of that goddamn Will Smith movie. Some dude's going to submarine that guy and blow his goddamn knee out. And the Bills are a 3-win team without Josh Allen. Yep. This is why Josh Allen should be the MVP of the league, because without Josh Allen,
the Bills are a 3-win team.
3-win team.
They're Cleveland Browns.
Yes. Yeah.
I did see it today, and I took note of it too. And Allen took off on that one run, and they were headed towards the red zone, the Lions red zone, their Bills red zone, whatever the fuck it is. How do you call that? And I saw it, and it's like Allen's running, and you could see he was going that because 3 dudes were converging around him, and all of a sudden he's straight up and down, and then he starts to slide at the 27-yard line.
Yep,
his knee hits the ground at the 24. And he slides into the 20-yard line.
Yep.
And he marked the ball at the 23. Hold on. He started his slides 4 fucking yards early.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
and the ball is here when you're sliding.
And then I honestly think when a quarterback slides, they need to review that every fucking time.
You're
incredible.
You're giving up an arbitrary because it's there's no exact science with it, but you're giving up an arbitrary 4 yards.
Yeah.
Like 12 fucking feet.
Yeah. I know he ended up at the 20 and you're not going to leave him there, but they just find a spot in the middle. Like what does this start to slide? As soon as he leans back.
I think they need to actually clarify what the fuck we're doing here. Yeah. Also, if I'm going to bitch about the NFL, remember the Saints Colts Super Bowl, I think it was.
No.
I think it was Saints Colts when Drew Brees won the Super Bowl. They did a surprise onside kick and they returned it for a touchdown. So now, even if you're behind because this dumb fucking communist China fucking kickoff rule, you have to declare if you're going to do an onside kick.
I don't like that. This should be a surprise. Why are we tipping our hat all the time and letting you guys know?
It's so dumb.
Is it player safety? Because the same shit happens whether we tell you we're doing it or not.
Who gives a fuck? Like, yes. Okay. Let's say me and you have. Okay, so I'll take my story. I had no chances of doing anything with my life. 0. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go to the military. Apparently, when you get punched in the face a lot, you have nasal polyps. So I failed the entry exam. So I couldn't. Yeah, Phildo, you're right. So I couldn't go to the military. But if I was going to sign for the military, I knew the dangers that hey, Phil, I knew the dangers that I was going to sign up for.
What the fuck's going on? Okay. Yeah.
So now, because you're in the NFL, and there's concussion problems and CTE and all this other stuff that you might have gotten when you were fucking 9 years old playing football. Now we're all worried about the stuff. This player safety shit. It's an appeasement to something that doesn't actually make sense. Because Aaron Hernandez already had CTE when he got to the fucking league. Making this dumbass fucking kickoff rule isn't going to save the next Aaron Hernandez or the next Junior Seau. It's the way it is. You're playing a game where your head is a missile. And you also get billions of dollars for it. So fuck it. That's the way it is.
What is it going to be? Are you worried about your safety or are you worried about making money?
I just think that they're taking the fucking meat out of the game, man.
And everybody's been saying that. And everybody's saying within 10 years, the NFL is literally going to become flag football.
Yeah.
And who's going to watch it then? Guess what? All you fuckers are still going to watch it. You remember, everybody's talking about like ticket prices. We were talking about it at work. And our season tickets for Michigan, whether it's 5 or 6 home games a year or 6 or 7 home games a year, it depends. Right. Our season tickets run between like $950 and $1,200 for both of our seats. 23 rows from the field. You sat in our seats. Those are kind of fun seats to be in, right?
They're great seats.
You're right down in it.
Yeah.
What point are people going to, with the Bills Stadium going up, at what point are people going to stop paying for it? You remember the Facebook post? So like, hey, we can bankrupt one of the gas companies if nobody buys gas on November 21st. Right. You know, you remember all that shit? Okay, in theory, that works. In theory, that is 100% true.
Sure.
If everybody bought gas on the 20th and nobody bought gas on the 21st, and I'm talking, I don't know how many billion people are in the United States.
They'd feel it.
They would feel it.
But
same thing goes with the NFL.
Hold on, but on the third day, they'd have record numbers.
Yeah, because everybody has to refuel.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, hey, if you own a blue car, you buy gas this day. If you have a white car, buy gas this day.
I think
goes for football. Like,
I think the PSL stuff is fucking egregious.
It is.
I think it's horrible.
We pay one for Michigan, but ours is stupid small. It's like 50 or 100 bucks. No, that's for our seat. We pay like 50 or 100 bucks a year for ours.
Oh, okay. Yeah. PSLs for the Bills are what? 20 grand?
Bingo, Phil. Bingo. And Chris, that's right. For the shitty seats, even.
Yeah.
You're talking in a suites. It was like 50, 60 grand a seat.
Yeah.
But
that
just like Phil said, everybody's going to go back. You're going to want to watch this brand new stadium. All the Mafia is going to want to say they were there for the first game. They've been there. They've sat in that stadium.
Hold on.
Me personally, I'm not going there.
You know I love you, right?
Yeah.
Unequivocally, I love you. But you're also the biggest cunt on the planet.
I wouldn't say biggest. You know, put me in top 10. Sure, I'll take
top 10 with a fucking rocket, dude.
But here's why I'm not going there. For one, I'm not going there for a Bills game. If the Packers are coming and they're on a Super Bowl charge, I might go in a couple years. I am done with concerts. I saw Metallica 2 years ago. It's the only band I want to see. There's never going to be a DJ festival at that fucking arena, at that building that I'm going to want to go to. I'm not going. I'm not paying the prices for that.
Sure.
That's just me. I'm just not going.
Sure.
But I'm also not a Bills fan that wants to go to these games.
No,
everybody's going to want. Like Phil said, they're just going to keep. You're going to keep going back. And guess what you're going to do? It's what? Last time I was at the Sabres Arena for a Bandits game last year, I paid $19.02.
And it was a great fucking time.
Well, the Bandits games are fucking so much fun. For a 16-ounce Coors Light.
Yeah.
That was partially warm.
And I bought most of your Coors Lights, if we're being
You weren't at the Bandits games with me. Asshole.
With Coach.
My family's. That game, yeah, that was different. I was there before.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's $20 a fucking pounder.
Yeah.
You're gonna go. You're gonna fucking pay those stupid prices because you're like, well, I'm here. I have to. You don't. this is the problem with the United States. We have a voice. We have a way to stop this shit. Collectively, we can't put it together to do it.
Yeah, but also, I was hanging out with people yesterday that I brought to a Bills game. And the guy's wife is a Dolphins fan. And she went to the game too. And they've been to the Dolphins stadium. They've been to the Bills stadium. And they're like, there's a clear difference between tailgating with Dolphins and tailgating with the Bills. It's a culture thing. Whether you like it or not, it's some things are just burned into your bones. And where I think it's completely fucking gay as shit is that you're taking the people's culture, the things that, like, I remember when the Bills won their first playoff game, like maybe 5 years ago. I'm on my couch. Miles and Audrey are here. Ortez texts me. He goes, "Hey, congrats, man." And I told him the only thing I can think about is my dad. That's the only thing I can think about.
Yeah.
Is my dad. It's a culture thing. It's not a fly by night. Oh, I'm now a Lakers fan because LeBron went to the Lakers type of thing. It's built into the fucking fabric of who you are. Why the fuck the Bills or Pagulas, who have more money than they know what to do with, why they would use PSLs against the culture that they signed up to fucking promote? That to me is terrible. And I hope it came out the right way. I'm hammered, but like to me, I hate that.
That came out 100% the right way.
Thank you.
And at what point do you? That tells you right there. That decision for them to do that tells you they're in it for the money. They're not in it for you. You can see what fucking melted candle Kim Pagula has done to the Sabres and how little they care about the fucking hockey team that is here, that put this fucking city on a map back in the day.
Oh, the Briere fucking Drury days.
Doesn't back then, yes.
God.
The Sabres are complete and utter garbage. Did you hear about what our general manager said last week?
No.
Sabres are in the middle of a fucking terrible slide after they won like 3 games in a row and everybody thought they were going to make the playoffs. They're in a fucking slide now. And he goes, "Hey, man, I understand that Buffalo's like not a destination city and there's no palm trees and due to the state taxes and everything." He mentioned the palm trees. Dude, it blew up. Sabres logo is the buffalo with the cross swords.
Yeah.
Took the swords out, put palm trees in. People started going to Party City and buying the $2.99 inflatable palm trees.
Yeah.
To the game.
Yeah.
Immediately started searching people and banned them.
Well, yeah.
Like it's a culture thing.
It's culture. Lean into it.
And they have put every fucking egg in the Bills basket. Guess what you're going to do? You are going to lose an NHL franchise in Buffalo in the next 10 years if you don't figure it out. We have not had a number one goalie, and all you motherfuckers that are listening or watch this or follow me on Facebook or whatever, there's not a number one goalie in Buffalo. There hasn't been since Ryan Miller.
And he was suspect.
No, he was a number one goalie.
Okay.
He was a definite number one goalie. We have not had a number one goalie since Miller, 14, 15 years ago. Name one. And you're going to sit there and tell me UPL, who's a fucking injury prone, Devin Levi? I love the kid. Too young to have that put on his shoulders. Yeah. You ran Jack Eichel, the number 2 pick in the draft, out of town because you put all that burden on him to be that guy.
Well,
he didn't want to be that guy. He wanted to help and make the franchise better. Chris, go ahead.
Thank you. It's kind of weird, though, that Eichel and Allen were drafted around the same time. Give or take 3 years.
Give
me some grace.
3 years, right? I'd maybe say 2.
Pretty close, right?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
What I like about what
Allen was what? Do you know?
17.
17?
Eichel was 19, I believe.
No, he was before that.
He was not before that.
Yeah, it was a McDavid draft.
Maybe 16 then?
Allen was 2018 draft.
Okay. So Eichel was 17?
So I think 17. Whoops. I don't want to do that.
Brazilian camel toes.
Phil might beat me to this. Eichel draft
19, I think.
Here. 2015.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're actually not bad. You were pretty close.
Not bad.
So, well, you did your 3 years was.
I said, give me some grace.
Yeah.
So Allen bought in, maybe for his own shit, his brand or whatever. Allen bought in to the fabric of the community. Eichel seemed like he didn't buy into it. Right?
I'm one of very few Jack Eichel fans.
I think he's a great player.
I liked him. I liked him when he was here. I did not like the pressure that got put on him.
He was also overdrafted. I
don't know about that.
Hold on. There was McDavid or there was Eichel. Other than that, the draft is shit.
Yeah,
right?
There is very rarely do you get
Hockey's
three
a 1
players.
and 2, 1 and 2 game, right?
Yeah.
So unfairly, I think he also had the pressure of trying to match up to McDavid, which is goddamn impossible because that guy's a generational talent.
So that was McDavid he was in the middle of the Oilers getting the number 1 pick every fucking year. They had so many number 1 picks. I'm like, why are they so bad?
Phil, though, you're not wrong.
No, Phil knows hockey. He's right here. And I'm right here with this McDavid or Eichel shit. You give him the captaincy. You're telling this guy the entire city is on your shoulders. Lead us to the playoffs. Yet the Pagulas don't have a fucking goalie for him to stand on his head to win you games.
I agree.
To steal you games.
I agree.
They are putting no star players around him. Look at what McDavid had around him.
And hockey is a lot different than, let's say, having a taller, faster, bigger Brett Favre as your quarterback at this point. Like, even when Brett Favre won his Super Bowl, who'd they go get?
Rodgers.
No. They went out and they got the fucking guy that died of sleep apnea. The fucking defensive guy. The Packers never overspent in free agency.
No, they did.
And they went and got, what the fuck's the guy's name? Jerry Ball. The fucking defensive end.
Reggie White.
Reggie White. Yeah. They went and got Reggie White because they knew, to your goalie point, they knew that they couldn't just win it with this fucking guy.
And this is my point. I mean, look what happened with Eichel.
Phil, that's a great poker reference. We appreciate it.
We appreciate the poker reference. Yeah. We also appreciate you understanding the situation. And I'm glad you're kind of in my corner with the Eichel thing. Even if you're a little bit. But the thing is with Eichel, it's like, what happens? And we were talking about this today at hockey. What happens when Sabres players leave town? Ryan O'Reilly.
Blow up.
Goes and wins a cup with St. Louis.
And he was number 1 in face-off wins.
Yes.
With the Sabres.
Eichel has a fucking neck injury. He's like, Kim Pegula says, you need to have this surgery. He's like, you're not my fucking health proxy. I think that this is the best way for me to get better. She's like, nope. They stalled him out on that. He missed all that time. They fucking end up shipping him in Vegas. He gets the surgery he wants. He comes back 110% and wins a Stanley Cup.
And he played
biggest
great.
Fuck you to Buffalo ever.
Yeah.
The fucking Pagulas are the worst owners we've ever had for Buffalo sports. The only team that can win, that can win in that fucking arena are the Bandits, and they're looking good to go for a 3-peat this year.
I think the Pagulas are the best owners for the Bills that we've ever had, obviously.
But the worst for the Sabres and everything else. They put all the eggs in the
I get it. Yeah, so
there's no parity.
It's not transferable. Yeah, no, I get it.
I own 2 sports teams in the same city.
But one of them is a cash cow, and the other one is...
You can make them both cash cows. You can. Spend the fucking money. Get the talent here. Take your free agency. Spend every dollar up to that ceiling. Get people here. Offer them enough money they can't say no. Go get a fucking goalie. I said it for years when Brodeur left the Devils and went to St. Louis for a year. Go get Marty Brodeur for a year. Throw whatever you have at him.
Dude, how hard would your dick have been?
Dude, it would have been a gigantic erect. It would have put asses in the seats. Yeah. You have a fucking Hall of Fame goalie playing for you right now, and he can mentor a young kid that's going to take the reins in a year, maybe 2. Guess what they didn't do? Marc-Andre Fleury was out there.
Miller had Hasek for a little bit.
Yes.
Right?
You have all this shit. You just don't fucking... Why? How are people like us seeing the big picture and people that are paying millions of dollars not seeing it? Why? Because they're blinded by the fucking money. We're blinded by the love for our team.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm afraid that the Bills, sometimes you bring a guy back and he disrupts the flow a little bit. I think bringing Milano back, which I think Milano's top 5 linebackers.
I didn't think he was that good until he was in there. Actually, I didn't think he was that good until he wasn't in there and you saw what happened. Then you realize how valuable he actually was.
They drafted smaller guys. So Milano's like a big dude.
Where'd he come from? Penn State or something?
No. Arizona or something like that? I don't know. Phil, though, which you're our go-to producer right now. Where was Milano drafted? I think Boston College, maybe? Anyways, so maybe bringing someone back is disrupting the flow a little bit. So maybe that's why it's a little fucked over the last 3-game span. But if you want to be bend but don't break, you got to stop fucking breaking. And it does not look good right now. I'm a little scared. Because, I can't go back. I mean, if we go back 30 years, when the Bills are putting up this many points, they're scoring in fucking bunches, dude.
Yeah.
BC. Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Good call.
So they're scoring in bunches. They're crushing it. But imagine if you had a competent defense for a little bit. And that's where the Chiefs scare me. The Chiefs scare me because they have Spagnuolo. Chiefs scare me because they have Spagnuolo.
Too many syllables.
Yeah. They have Spagnuolo, and Spagnuolo is probably one of the best defensive coordinators of all time. Spagnuolo was the defensive coordinator when the Patriots lost to the Giants. He fooled Brady.
Yeah,
he fooled Belichick. Do you know how fucking smart you need to be to fool Brady and Belichick? Genius level shit.
Yeah. That's next level shit. Schmagma. What is this, fucking Austin Powers?
Dude, I'm so sorry. That was a bad move.
Why are you hammered on a Sunday night?
Well, I went to a white trash Christmas party last night.
Okay, that was last night. Okay.
Woke up. Was going to have a lazy day because I believe if I'm watching the Bills game, I need to be in my spot on my couch. You know, do you have any quirks watching Michigan?
No.
Okay.
I mean, last year during the Natty run, if shit was going south and didn't look good, I would get pissed. I'd storm into the bedroom and I'd take off every fucking Michigan shit I had on, change into regular fucking shorts, t-shirt. I come back out. Guess what happened?
Come back, right?
They
so
won.
I never wear anything Bills related on Sundays.
Okay.
I don't do it.
All right. Little.
Every time I've ever worn anything.
Anti-sweat there. All right.
They don't fucking play well.
Yeah.
Now, Miles, Audra, who are indoctrinated into the mafia, dare I say.
So you
they wear it, and it's fine. Also, Audra wears cute Bills outfits, you know. So we have a thing now at my house, especially when Tanya's around. We didn't do it today because we would be fucking dead. Every time the Bills score a touchdown, we do a shot.
Oh, nice.
And maybe there's some nudity. I don't know. So, allegedly.
And where are your children while this is going on? You just you banish them?
They're not around. They're not allowed to be around. So,
during Bills games, you guys are locked in your room. We have a padlock on the outside of your room.
They're playing. They're playing. We're upstairs. They can be downstairs. Basement's a fucking free for all downstairs. But yeah, I never wear Bills shit ever. Ever. Even if I were to go to a Bills game, I'd wear probably this or like some sort of blue hoodie, but I would never be Bills specific because to me, it's
you would never wear the logo, right?
Yes, it's bad luck. It's bad luck.
See, on Fridays during college football season, kids go to school. Chris goes to work. Everybody has to wear Michigan something. Ob's got sweatshirts. Brady's got t-shirts and pants.
Wear Bills hoodies, Bills shirts all the time. Fine.
Yeah.
But if I wear it, invariably they will shit the bed. Yeah. So
Saturdays, everybody gears up. We win. When you go to school on Monday, you wear your shit.
Yep.
Fucking, it's religion here. That's how it works. And it's just so funny. Like last year or the year before, it might have been the year before. Michigan was like sketchy. They ended up 11-1 or whatever. And every time something bad would happen and the score was close, Chris, I'm sitting in my recliner. Chris, Aubrey, and Brady are on the couch. And all I hear is Krista goes, "Here it comes." And I have an old man recliner because of my shoulder. I upgraded to the one that's push the button and it'll stand you right up. Yeah. All of a sudden you just hear, it's super fucking slow too. And all of a sudden I hear, "Here it comes. Here it comes." My fucking feet slam on the floor. I go in the bedroom. I'm motherfucking everything. I slam the door. I rip off all my Michigan shit. I don't put anything blue on. It's like fucking gray and black.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And I come back out and I'm just I'm just snapping off beers. And I'll text Chris and she's like, "Is Dad okay?" And she's like, "You fucking lived through all of this with him. The highs and lows. It's
the way it is.
He's not good right now."
Oh, my kids know, like, especially if the Bills are on offense, don't ask me a question.
Yeah.
They'll tiptoe around. So today we're at the winery and
shocking.
No way. And I was like, "Hey, I'm leaving." So Miles went on his phone and he's got the Papa John's app. I'm like, "Just get pizzas." He's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I know Max likes banana peppers and cheese."
Oh, nice. That's a little different. Nice.
Here's a question to you. When you're ordering a pizza over the phone, and let's say that you want banana peppers, right? Or maybe mushrooms, whatever. Do you say 1 large cheese and the topping?
Yeah.
Because Audra seems to think that cheese is just a given.
I'm Team Audra. It should be sauce and then cheese, and then you dictate what happens after that.
Right. But if we're ordering a pizza, you go 1 large, cheese and banana peppers.
Cheese and banana peppers. Banana
now,
peppers on the whole
establishment,
pizza, right?
Hold on. To the establishment, does that mean extra cheese?
You shouldn't be thinking that way. You should just take it as, okay, I want
cheese and banana peppers. Regular cheese.
If I want more cheese, I would say
extra cheese.
Extra cheese, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're having this like across the table moment. There's a guy playing live music. Fantastic, by the way. And I'm like, all right, so I know Max wants cheese and banana peppers. And Audra goes, extra cheese? I'm like, no, cheese. And it was a very Seinfeldian moment. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, no, like cheese and banana peppers. So extra cheese. No. Well, we get 2 toppings. Okay, 1 topping is going to be the cheese.
Yeah, it's literally a base. The base is the sauce. The next base is the cheese. After that, it's a free for all.
But according to Papa John's, 2 toppings is pepperoni and banana peppers. The topping is not the cheese.
Okay.
So now we're a little bit of a
conundrum.
A little catch-22 here. I'm like, well, I want cheese and banana peppers. Extra cheese. No, just regular cheese. Well, we get 2 toppings. Okay, pepperoni.
I don't want another topping. I want 1 topping.
I want cheese. But yeah. So
cheese is not a topping.
Phil, I believe that cheese should be the automatic thing. However, if one's ordering a pizza, we go cheese, given, mushrooms, pepperoni. So the mushrooms, pepperoni should be the 2 extra toppings. Correct. Because cheese is a given.
Yeah. Or do you just say, hey, I'd like a large pizza, pepperoni and mushroom, and not say the cheese?
That seems weird to me.
But who is honestly, dude, honestly, if you said that,
and you get a pizza,
you get a call, and you're like, hi, yeah, welcome to Pizza Galaxy. What would you like? I would like a large pepperoni and mushroom pizza. Is that all? Yes. Okay, 25 minutes. You go pick up your pizza. It's just a large cheese. Sauce.
Just pepperoni. Yeah.
Sauce, mushrooms, and pepperoni.
I'd be severely pissed. Severely pissed.
Like Phil said, I think cheese is sauce and cheese aren't automatic.
Yeah. But if you go, so the kid, Olivia, she likes cheese pizzas.
So does Brady.
So I'm like 1 large cheese. And I was like,
what are you fucking?
It's like double cheese?
Kevin McAllister? I was so good.
Kevin
McAllister.
Yeah. So it was a little bit of a. It took them less time to make the pizzas than it took us to deliberate over the fact that
what you wanted,
like what's coming with it. If there's no cheese on that pizza, then it's a flat breadstick with sauce. Yeah, Phil, I get it.
Breadstick.
But if you call my pizza place and you go, yeah, we want a large cheese and pepperoni, I'm not going to go double cheese.
No.
Because it's cheese and pepperoni.
Yeah, there's way too. I mean, we overanalyze as that you just want cheese pepperoni. That's all we want on it.
That's how we order.
Cheese is a staple, and it's how you say it. I mean, it's
cheese and mushroom.
I mean, we do like like a large cheese and pepperoni pizza, mushrooms on half.
Done.
That's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes you get
you're all mushroom. Cheese, all mushroom.
No, I would like it large.
You're all pepperoni on
cheese and pepperoni mushroom, cheese and pepperoni pizza, mushrooms on half.
Got it. But you said cheese.
Yeah. Who orders a pizza and doesn't say cheese?
I know.
I'd like a large pepperoni pizza.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I don't know, man. I mean, dude, things are different where people live. You guys call it soda. We call it pop.
Yeah.
You have that. There's different ways to do it, and I get it.
I just don't like it.
What? Soda? But do you like pop?
I do. Like a nice cold Diet Coke pop.
Oh,
dude,
Christ,
Diet Coke,
man.
Diet Coke rules.
I don't drink pop at all. Every great once in a while. If we go to Moe's, I get the Hawaiian punch. Yeah, I was like, what do I get there? But occasionally we go out to dinner and I don't want a beer or can't have a beer for work reasons or whatever. And it's like, all I want is just a fucking fountain root beer. And I get a taste of it. And it is fucking like heroin, dude.
Yeah, delicious.
And I'm just like, and then I have to stop myself from drinking 9 of them. I'm like, dude, 1.5 is got to be the limit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you? I'm like, dude, because I don't drink pop. I don't. I was just like, but it's so fucking good when I hit you.
Dude,
you're like,
when you're hungover as fuck. And so if I'm hungover this morning, go to the fridge. There's a Sprite in the fridge. Man, it just resets every goddamn problem you got. It just does. I like to have coffee in the morning. I'm a man.
Krista gets in a weird place, like where she needs like some energy or to kick herself in the ass. She'll have a Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, how does that work? I thought that was like, I didn't have all the shit in it. But I'm like, and I can't drink Diet Pop because of the fucking aftertaste. I hate it. I hate it.
So the aspartame.
We talked about that. Yeah, you mentioned that
in Diet Coke tricks your body into feeling like it's getting something.
Phil, that thought creeped in my mind literally about 2 minutes ago. I was waiting for that question. Here, I'm going to answer it for you. We had a 350.
The question was, why is Daryl not at work?
Yeah, the question's like, why am I not at work tonight? I work third shift. I should have been to work for an hour and a half by now. So, Phil, we had a 350 hockey game today. When I looked on the schedule, today was our last game. We have a holiday break over Christmas and New Year's because we play Sunday nights. We have a new commissioner. He's a young kid. He said, Christmas and New Year's in the middle of the week. Fuck, let's play on. All right, cool. I figured today we were playing my old team from 3 years ago. A couple of us guys switched teams. Maybe afterwards, let's have a Christmas party. We're not going to see each other for a couple weeks. Let's go out and have some drinks and some chicken wings. So I took the night off. Had to go into work tonight. I stopped in at 8 o'clock. I had to sign my timesheet for last week. And I left. It's all digital.
Nice.
Whatever. Just had to click the sign thing and I was out. And I was like, came home. Chris and I talked about doing a podcast the other day. We're like, hey, do you want to do it? He's like, oh, I got to put the kids to bed, the same thing. I'm like, let me get home and see what the wife's doing. She actually had a beer with me upstairs.
Nice.
And I'm like, fuck it. Let's go. What are you going to do? It's 11 o'clock. She's got to work. She might be sleeping. Good for her.
Yeah, Tiny's got to work. Tiny worked.
She just told me not to yell. I'm like, we don't have anything to yell about.
Tiny worked 1 to 9:30 today. So she's home now. And she has to be on the road tomorrow for work at 6 a.m.
Good for her.
I mean,
Joy.
So yeah, just what are you gonna do? It's kind of weird. Like, I work from home. She's never home. So when Fridays come, what is that? Nice. So
EUT, bro, I'm pushing 8 weeks of vacation. I didn't use an ET day. I scheduled a vacation day for a day. Smarter, not harder.
So I'm like, by like Thursday, my skin's crawling because I haven't seen another person. By Friday, her skin's crawling because she hasn't been at home. I'm like, well, just stay home. I'm going to go out for a little bit. I'll come back. Fucking up bubble crops right now. No big deal. Let's get out of here real quick and want to come right back.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got to pee.
Sure. I'm going to go say hi to my wife.
I would go upstairs and check on mine, but she's why is it skip? Can you figure it out?
Two adults, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run
That's
shit.
soundboard.
Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a bush light, especially even though they always getting banned. Allegedly.
Okay.
That one didn't skip.
Yeah, that's a soundboard. That's not the video feed.
So figure that out. That sucks when it skips. It misses like 10 seconds of the song.
It's figured out.
It's not figured out. This is like the third week in a row it skipped. I keep asking you about it. You ain't figured it out.
Okay.
Play the video. Why does it skip?
If we play the video, it skips for some fucking reason. If I play it through the soundboard, it does not skip. But then it's just you and me doing this. No video. Do you like the little video? The video entries? Great.
I like it.
Insane asylum.
Skip?
There's poop in the corner. It's great. Namaste, bitches.
Dude, it would be so funny if on one of those TVs you could have the fucking panda shitting on the other panda's head.
I'll work on it. Easy.
Yeah. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna come back we got another hour. We have to satisfy our wives and all that.
Yeah, and this week, Band-Aids cause cancer.
Oh, we're gonna actually. Are we gonna touch on Alex? Are we gonna touch on a couple of subjects?
Sure.
Real quick.
Gross people think that washing removes their pheromones. Home Alone houses for sale and a foodie with no